Okay, so it is August 6th, 2022, and I've decided that I'm going to be dedicating the next 4 years of my life into doing boxing so that I can get to the Italian Olympics in 2026. Yeah, yeah, Summer Olympics for boxing. Uh, the reason why I'm filming this is because I want to have something that I could look back on, just see where I started, and maybe who knows, maybe in 4 years afterwards something will have happened, and I decided to do something completely different. Even though I'm getting there, I'm gonna go to the Olympics. Um, and if I'm gonna like do my everything so that I can make the 2026 Olympics, and if I can't make that one, then I'll do the 2028 ones. Even though it's in LA, which is kind of gross compared to Italy, beautiful place. Yeah. The reason I have this on right now is because my haircut is ugly as hell. I'll show it at the end of the video. Probably not to you guys, just to myself, just to see how doo doo my haircut is. Because I shaved it myself because I had like nice hair, and I walked in front of the mirror. Every time I'd walk in front of a mirror, I'd always fix it up. I was so sick of that I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna meow, and it is horribly ugly right now. But yeah, so I thought I'd just talk a bit about the way I'm thinking, my different philosophies, the reasons why I'm doing certain things, and how my progress is going. So yeah, I'm training at a gym called Beaver Boxing right now. I've signed up a few months ago in May. It's August now, so I started off. It's August 2022. I started training there in May. But before that, I've done Muay Thai. What brilliant place called Westside Muay Thai. Some Muay Thai. I've done Taekwondo. I've done some kickboxing. I've done some jujitsu as well. But I really wanted to get into boxing because it's with how limited it is with what you're using. It's so advanced. Like there's such a development of the sport that you learn so much. It's like you get to be at a very advanced level with your striking. It's very interesting. It's very chess. It's very chess like, and I like it a lot. And I think that it's something that I can genuinely succeed in. So that's why I picked boxing. Um, yeah. Now, I kind of decided today that I wanted to go to the Olympics, mainly for the experience, because I feel like it'd be great to go to the Olympics, but I feel like the main motivation behind it, like the main motivation, is because I want I want myself in the future to be able to look back and say, "Wow, I did that," or at least I'm somebody who's tried hard. Like I'm a hard worker. Because I'd hate to be old and then look back and just think, man, imagine what I could have done if I really tried or if I really applied myself. I want to just go for it. That's that's what I want to do. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And I've been getting more and more disciplined and motivated, especially recently. Like I've only done actual sparring and actual boxing recently. Beforehand, it's more those places where you go for like a boxing gym, but it's mainly for fitness. It's less for the actual competitive sport itself. It's more so just getting your heart racing a bit, just a little like a little casual fitness gym. I wanted something serious, and I finally found a place this last summer with COVID. It was pretty horrible. I didn't do any martial arts. I was really depressed doing it by myself. So I really like the social aspect of it. So I decided to do volleyball instead. I actually made the college team, which I'm super proud of because I never played in high school. Granted, I was benched, and I was also kicked out of the team for sucking in practice because I was always lost, having never played before and stuff. I was always lost in practice. But I made the college team though. I made past the tryouts. Some people didn't, who I think were better than me, but whatever. I'll take it. What am I? I'm so sidetracked. That's fine. You get to enjoy this later on. This is me. You get a better pick of what my personality is like. Yeah, I did a year of paramedics last year. That was a lot of fun. Let's get back to boxing. The thing that you're probably watching for. This is the reason I want to chronicle this. Yeah, I decided today that I really wanted to go to the Olympics. I started running. I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. Before talking about that, all right. I went to. So I started going to Beaver Boxing in May. And I started there, and it was really fun. And after a while of realizing, oh shit, my footwork is awful. I'm very off balance, which is weird because I thought I'd be pretty good, but no, I'm used to different stances, and I have to relearn everything. And so I did, and it's really interesting. The main thing that I had to realize is like head, knee, then toes. Head, knee, toes. Before I'd be very like leaning, hunched over and stuff, but I've realized that like I shouldn't be. I reached a lot, and I need to work on my footwork first and work from the ground up. So that's what I've been really focusing on at the beginning, which is now. This is the beginning. So I started in May. I was doing pretty well. I was going to the classes. My cardio was awful. And I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay at first too with how I was doing. I was like, I can go pretty well. But if I can't, do a regular class fully without being gassed and, having to stop every now and then and not being able to actually go through the whole time, like there's an issue. Granted, I'd go really hard. I'd go full force, trying to impress the coach because I'm like, come on, just look at me so that you can focus on me, maybe try to train me. Specifically, I want to make the advanced team. That's my first step towards going to Team Canada. It's getting on the competitive team at Beaver Boxing. So that's what I tried to do, and it wasn't going very well. I got a lot of criticisms, which usually I'd be fine with, but it's one of those things where it's like it kind of sounds like they're disappointed in you, and I'm like, damn, that sucks. But it's fine. It is what it is. I'm learning. I make mistakes. That's fine. And I rather know that I'm making the mistakes so I can work on it rather than just having a false like, oh, good job, you're doing great. I was very cocky. I was very arrogant. Not outwardly. Maybe a bit outwardly as well, if I think about it. But just in the sense that I thought I was better than I was. It's very humbling. It's very humbling. It was a bit demoralizing too, but I also find it very exciting because it means there's so much for me to learn. So that's always fun. Yeah, so I started going to all the classes and I was doing basic striking and stuff, and I needed to work on my footwork, and so that's what I did. I focused very much on staying balanced a lot, and I worked a lot at home in my own free time. And I even made a few friends at the gym and asked them to help train with me, just in front of my place for fun. And that was great. I had a fun time with it. Afterwards, eventually after a while, I really wanted to go into an actual spar. So my buddy David and I, we've sparred a bit. Shouts to David. I hope he's doing well still. Yeah, so my friend David and I, he showed me a bunch of jujitsu. We used to do kickboxing back in the day as well. He helped me spar at the beginning because he was pretty experienced with spars, and I'd never done it, and I was pretty antsy to actually hurt someone. I'm always scared of hurting the other person. But yeah, so he helped me out. We both got one of those really shitty helmets from Amazon that we got. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. I'll be back. Look at this bad boy. Oh, it is absolute ass. Man, it's a horrible helmet. But I didn't know before I had a really good helmet. So we were like, okay, cool, wow, this is great. So we put them on, and then The first couple of spars were really hard for me because I was very angsty, I was very tense, I was very scared of getting hit. It was more like it was a survival mode. It was a survival mode. But we kept on doing it. He has pretty long reach too. He has Slender Man arms, and I've got my little T Rex arms. So we kept doing it every now and then, and I kind of started getting into the groove with it. And I was getting really good at it too. I was conditioning him really well. I was getting proper, body shots in when I needed to, getting my openings. I don't really have good combinations right now. I have one pretty decent combo, but that's another thing I need to do. But I worked my jab pretty well, and that helped me get ready for when I got my doctor's check and I got the okay to do sparring, like actual sparring at the Beaver Gym. So I did. First session that I went, it went really damn well. My head was hurting a bit at the end though because I was paired with this Goliath. It was heavier than me, taller than me, and he was beating my ass. I was very gassed, and I was kind of shelling up in the corner, going into a ball, and I realized, no, I have to move. And it even came to a point where, as soon as I was getting my ass beat, that's when the head coach comes in. It's always like that. I was trying to impress her and everything too, and nope, man, I was doing so well at the beginning too, but it's fine. I'll get better eventually, and eventually I'll get some recognition. But I don't want to do it for the recognition. I just want to get better. Man, I'm so tired right now. Man, I'm working at the hospital. I'm working out at the hospital as a nutritionist clerk and as a nutritionist aide. So I go to the patients and I help, I give them their food and stuff, and I call them and I talk to them about what they want to eat, try to convince them to eat their veggies and stuff. And it's fun. But yeah, I started running recently. I hate it so much. But I'm getting there. I finally did like around 5 kilometers without stopping, which to me is huge. My cardio is ass, which I know now. So hopefully that'll help me in the future. I'm so tired. Sorry, I gotta go to bed soon, Anyways, today's my last day. Today's my last day of laxness, I'd say. Or, lackadaisical? That's a word. Yeah, so tomorrow I'm gonna be starting officially. It's gonna be an actual, I'm gonna be starting my Olympic training. So I'll see you soon. Bye.